And the healthcare too. I met another person tonight, and she said something about someone else is basically a quadriplegic because of the healthcare system or lack of it. And another man said that someone on the pension was refused treated for a broken arm, and he was operated on straight away with a broken foot because he works. Now I got bleeding stomach, ulcers, and I need urgent GoFundMe or I will die. And a broken ankle 7 years later with a broken ankle with a stranger that saw me walking. That's my second boot. The other one's just completely gone. Gave it to me, and when I went in there, she goes, "What would you do if you had a job?" I said, "What about my broken foot?" So this is where I get spoken to. They're real effing hungry. They're really, really hate-mongering murderers. All my neighbours that are single are all dead. I'm single, so if I hemorrhage to death, it doesn't really matter because there's no one to sue. And they do this. They only pick single poor people. And I've been ringing about 7, 8, 9 lawyers, no fees, a whole lot of bullshit. They go, "So what? We don't care. Frankly, darling, just piss off." So, and I'm thinking, if they had actually sued for me, a lawsuit, one of them, one lady's mother passed away because they wouldn't operate on her. Of course, she was poor. She died. So they're actually killing people if they're poor because they know that they can't get sued. Well, ha ha ha. She sued nearly $4 million, but they should be executed. It's actually murder, and there are so many. I catch public transport where there's only poor. There are that many pensioners all dead or dying because of the JHH and Belmont, and that they're only killing. Gosford Hospital said I had cancer, go home and die. And they were laughing. Then I had one go, "You're a druggo," laughing in my face when I broke my shoulder. Then another one goes, just evil look, just stare there like he was going to stab me. This is the mindset of the doctors. You have the most evilest people that damn you, that rather have you dead than operate on you. And all my neighbours were single, on the pension, poor. And I thought, why is it one's walking around with a hole in her head? Because she had no option. I've rang up the local member, gone to the healthcare commission, and they say, as far as they're concerned, I have to go in there and get them. I'm not going to crack it, and I can easily go on the red net and get a gun and plow every effing doctor, and I'm seriously that close to doing it. I'm walking around bleeding internally, hemorrhaging, and then with a broken ankle, and my other one's ankle because of some fucking spawn of Satan. Now, how come the government isn't bloody getting them and putting them in jail or executing them for murder? What happens to all my neighbours are dead because of some fucking bastard at the healthcare system, and overseas they're getting poor people and dumping them like shit on the road. And it was on camera, thank goodness, the press did a story on it. They're getting them in wheelchairs and just dumping their carcasses, and one was left, limp, on the side of the road, just pushed out there like shit. And that's what the doctors are doing. They're killing and killing and killing and killing. Make sure you go with a camera. I saw one screaming and screaming in a massive car accident. They were just gossiping and talking about bullshit, about jackfuck shit, just standing around doing nothing. Now, if that's a wealthy person, they operate straight away. 7 years later, with about 15 broken bones and blood pissing in the bottom of with bleeding, stomach ulcers, and a fucking big tumour near my spine, and told to go home and fucking die.